Yeah.
You get a discount.
Cincinnati, they call it the Castles. Because I'm about to go to the Castle.
To the castle.
I want to go to the Castle. That means you're going to White Castle. Terrible. I'm so sorry.
What up, y'all? We got John.
Hey.
John's back, man. How you doing?
I'm on vacation, chilling like my man Homer right here. I've been doing that a lot.
Let's go around because John asked me this before the show. Is that if you were to go into a school with that shirt, would that be offensive?
I mean, it's probably, why they have the dress code policy. You don't want things that are distracting. That distracting. Maybe some people might find it distracting.
Amici, could you describe what we're looking at on John's sweater real quick?
Yeah, it's Homer Simpson naked except for his white boxer briefs, lying face down, one leg up.
And what's your take on it? Is that something you can wear into a school, elementary school?
I don't know if people are wearing to elementary schools these days. I've not been to one in a long time. I don't know.
If you were a teacher, yeah, that's a problem. You can't be around here all day. But if you're a parent passing through, I'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
Okay,
makes sense. It's a distraction, right?
Yeah.
Why does he have his underwear on? Why is he laying down? You just
or that's a really nice hoodie, sir. Where'd you get it from? That was my point to Antoine, is most people give me that comment, but Clarino gets on me because sometimes I forget and go pick the kids up and I'll have a hoodie on. And nobody says anything, but, oh, that's a nice hoodie. Then she goes, well, you're walking around with this naked man on your shirt. I'm like, it's Homer Simpson. Slight difference. It's not me naked in my underwear, which would be very offensive.
Yeah, it would be. That's why I got divorced. You can't go outside like that.
Wait. Tandy, how are you doing?
Hey, doing great. Doing good this evening.
Amici, how are you?
Doing good. Another Tuesday night, another Ctun show.
Yeah. We're out here in Houston, Texas, doing a little improv. Just chatting, just hanging out, just talking about stuff. But if it inspires a scene, we hop into it. We do some improv on that scene. We throw some improv on that.
We're gonna do some improv on that.
Speaking of throwing something on something else.
Oh,
I got a couple of things I want to just throw your way. One of them, even though I roll my eyes at myself for bringing this up. Hawk Tua. Wow. This girl has been dominating Twitter for me for whatever reason.
Yes.
For those who don't know, actually, I have the clip. I'm just gonna play the clip first, and then I just want to I want to know why you guys think things are the way they are. But let's play this clip. Let me know if you can hear it.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing. You get me?
I'm trying to get sick.
All right. So that's the clip. Let's see what he is. Yeah. So the clip happened, man on street interview, and now this woman is essentially a celebrity. I love it. I've been seeing her on Twitter for weeks at this point. From that one single clip.
She got representation now.
Representation now. She's doing podcasts now. She has merch. I saw a meme that was like a car with Pride Month on it, and then a train hitting that car would hawk to a girl on the front of that is like dominating Pride Month.
Yo,
So what do you guys think? Is there something? Is there someone trying to make us look at this instead of something else, or like why is this having such a moment?
I'll kick it off. So my take on it is, I think there's nothing wrong with good activism. You know, every now and then there's activism where it's about giving rights and taking people's lives and civil rights, but you need positive activism that the question was, what is something that drives a man crazy? And she answered, put good head techniques on the map. She deserves all the credit and fame she's getting. I mean, shit, that was what I got from it. And from my understanding, I think like her dad is like a man of the cloth, and they from good old Tennessee and stuff. So this is like some, she ain't in a big city. This is country girl who got values. You know what I'm saying?
Some value.
Shout out to Hawk too.
I can appreciate your assessment of it being some activism, especially where she's coming from and her background and sexual freedoms and whatnot. But I mean, she can't be the first person to ever say that, probably in a man on the street type of interview. Why are we paying so much attention to her? What about that one is so special?
Maybe she just said it at the exact right time. There's not much else to take attention away from it, so she struck at the right time. I think that's what happened there.
You right, like yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was pretty much. Yeah, I think people are just sharing it, and there's are there any other things that are being shared as much right now? No, it's like a kind of a deader period.
Mm-hmm.
So she filled the gap of boredom for some people, right? So
you see that it's all about timing.
It's all about timing.
Fame a lot of times is about timing, not so much your talent or what's special about you. Is just when it happens.
So your theory is that there's nothing really else going on in the world right now.
Is there?
Not in America. It's pretty dead as far as entertainment and politics, I guess. But got a point.
Yeah, other than politics.
Yeah.
Which we could dive in.
And don't get me wrong, boredom in America isn't a bad thing. It's always craziness going on. So to have that be the social is not super bad. It could be something way worse. It could be a lot of crazy stuff,
It's like in The Office when there was talks of layoffs, but that was the day they were doing the whole Michael Scott does the whole shooting thing or whatever that the play is. It just kind of it takes your mind away from the burning of your nation and then the downward spiral. It's like I'm not gonna focus on that. So you say Hawk to, I mean, they gave her a name just to Hawk to a girl. First off, you got to live with that.
Yeah,
but
which she's taking in with stride, right? Like she's wearing it well. But props to her. Props to her. All right.
Yeah, it is like a sort of it's a positive story when we kind of need it to, right? It's a funny, it's something we can laugh at and enjoy instead of sort of the world is burning. Let's laugh at this.
That's it.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
I appreciate.
Who's your take, Antoine?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you probably got it. I was the one who was kind of confused by it all, right? I figured this is something, maybe you talk about it for like 2 days and then you move on. But like I said, it's been like weeks, it feels like, since this hit. And they were still trying to squeeze out some sort of meme out of it. Like, what else is there to say? It's a pretty shallow meme. But maybe I'm missing the greater picture here. Like I said, maybe what she's doing is giving us something that we didn't know that we needed right now.
I think she's riding that.
Hawk to it.
I think she's riding that Taylor Swift, Caitlin Clark tailwind, like that tailwind rather, like that big storm or windstorm is blowing through, man. Like if you can ride, catch on. I think.
Sure.
I'll leave it right there, fellas. Can't go any further.
If you can ride, catch on. Speaking of that, I'm gonna throw a few more news stories at you guys just to get this quick take, see if there's anything you want to explore here. One is in London, apparently for the second time, about like 3 horses got loose and ran through the streets. Like the second time in like a month.
Are these like royal horses or are these just regular horses?
They're military horses.
Oh.
Yeah. Guy was leading them around. They got spooked and they started running through the streets. Everybody's okay. One horse got minor injuries. The Ministry of Defense made a special note to say these were not the same 3 horses at the previous event. I don't know why that's important. They thought they should mention it.
These weren't the same horses. I mean, it probably sounds like somebody needs to be fired. So they get out one time, shame on me, you know. That this next time there should have been something in place to protect that shit.
I mean, like 3 different horses. That shows like a lack of discipline, like in the whole system.
If it was the same horses, then maybe
it's these guys. Like get them out of here. But
a couple of bad apple horses.
But
but it's the system. Yeah, it's the whole system.
The whole system. That comment didn't help them at all.
In Florida, a man was arrested for shooting and destroying a Walmart delivery drone. Some old dude in Florida saw a drone in the sky, took out his 9mm. Apparently got it in one shot.
Wow.
And he said he thought it was spying on him.
To be fair, if it was in his backyard, I can kind of understand the Floridian taking the bare arms, you know.
Anybody want to guess what this dude looks like?
A white Floridian, maybe.
Any other guesses? Any other guesses?
Yeah, he's probably like between 30 and 50.
Michi?
I would say older than that. Maybe like wild hair.
70, wild, curly hair, no teeth.
And you're all saying white guy?
Trumped out.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Out of my hair.
How old is it? Oh, do they say?
I'm sure they do.
It's gotta say.
It's gotta say. Everyone wants to know. 60.
60.
Oh, I was wrong.
60 years old.
White hair was one.
Spying on you. What?
Oh wait, no. 72.
Oh,
he got it.
70.
What do you think what's so important about your life?
He looks like an old 60-year-old for sure, but he's saying
72.
See, to me, people that paranoid got some true skeletons to hide. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you so worried about being spied on?
What's the government gonna come and get you specifically for?
I mean,
they ain't got no real skeletons.
Yeah, you got a cell phone and a computer, you're getting spied on already. So
get them.
They got everything. They got everything they need from you already. So
why do they need this in a drone after you?
Yeah. What have you done that we got him. Send it to drone.
Could you imagine this dude he shoots down a drone out of the sky to because he thought it was spying on him, and then the cops come and find bags of gold bars in his house or something. If you did nothing, it would have been fine.
They wouldn't have
bringing more attention to yourself.
We cut to Walmart research and development office. So he shot it down, John. Just shot the drone. Oh my God.
Yes, he shot the drone. We were, sometimes in lunchtime we like to open the boxes and make sure the product works effectively. But the old dude across the fence just shot it. It's like a shotgun, just blew it out of the air, man. This is ridiculous.
Hey,
Doing it.
Of course we're spying on people. I mean, everybody should expect that. I thought that the drones would work. I mean, we went with the unconventional attempted to get the horses to spy Michi. How'd that project go? You had horses running through the streets.
Yeah, apparently people, it was actually going pretty well. People like to tell horses their secrets. They'll come and pet them and tell them secrets, but then horses don't come back, so we don't get the secrets from the horses.
Yeah, that still sweeping up that mess with the city. I mean, this story is going all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something real quick just about the horses idea? And I said this when we brought it up, but no one acknowledged it. Amici didn't put any recording devices on these horses. He's just hoping that the horse will come back and tell us what the secrets were through their horse mouths, which is not a thing, Amici. Horses don't speak our language, my man.
Well, if people see recording devices on horses, they'll never trust horses again. And then what? I don't want to live in a world where people don't trust horses. That's a crazy thing.
I don't want to live in that world either, but we're Walmart. We have recording devices that are small. We can.
What? Is it me?
No. I think it's his recording device that's gone.
That's why we don't put him. That's why he was not in charge of this project. I mean, we sent recording devices out on the drones and they got shut down, right? I mean, shot down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I get your point, Amici, especially for like a trial run. We didn't have to saddle those horses down.
I thought we just decided not to use the involuntary recording device where it shuts down your actual voice and communication.
Well, that's a project he was Antoine.
That's what he was working on. Yeah,
that's what I was.
How's that project going? Huh?
Okay.
It has a few hiccups. Sure, it has a few hiccups. But what I wanted to do was isolate the secrets, because people can talk for a long period of time. And it's hard to know what the secret is versus what's not a secret. And so I just wanted to make a device that just isolates only secrets. That way we're not confused at all.
So basically,
I thought it was a good idea.
Hear them unless they're telling you a secret.
Yep. If they want to be heard, they have to tell a secret.
Well, I mean, we're all out of ideas. So, I mean, I got you're still working on that device. You want to test it out? I mean, maybe third time's the charm. No, you put money behind it. How do you propose we get it out?
You want me to tell you a secret? Or are you going to shut off my? All right. I'll say something.
Okay.
Just because I like being a part of these meetings, right? Yes, I sent a DM to Hawk to a girl. Yes, I did. I know she apparently shouldn't even have social media. It was a fake account, and I got strung along. I'm out $3,000.
Oh my god!
But that's between us, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But now we all have another secret that we, I don't like carrying secrets around. Okay.
Can you promise me, Amici, you're not going to tell this to one of your horses? We cut to Amici with his horses.
Guys, gather around, quick. Yeah. So Antoine told me that the juiciest secret. I'm going to tell you guys, because people can't help but tell horses secrets. You see a horse, you got to tell a secret, and I just really want to tell you guys. Yeah. Apparently, he said, you guys familiar with Hawk to a girl?
Of course.
Yeah. Antoine sent her a DM. He said, but it wasn't even her. It was that he got scammed or something.
What?
No, calm down. I can't have you guys running off again.
I'm gonna go.
And scene.
Of course, you take to the streets with that.
Yeah. So,
Take to the streets. Speaking of taking to the streets, another thing I read on the internet not too long ago, as in earlier today. The rapper BG is apparently ordered to have all of his future songs approved by the U.S. government.
Yes, I read that.
all of his future songs approved.
All of his, yes, because he's
He has
on
to
like
submit his lyrics.
yeah, he's on like supervised prison release or something.
That's pretty
And so I guess that's one of the conditions. I guess like when prisoners write letters and stuff, they get a chance to look at your letters and send out stuff and black out stuff if they don't like it. I guess.
Man,
Same
if
with
I was one of
lyrics.
the judges, I would be like, listen, I'm gonna need you to name drop me in this next song. This is now this dude name my name, and it's approved. It's approved.
Dude's like, I told.
What secret? Oh, I mean, it wasn't a secret. Give us the secret part so it's not blocked out.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble. Yeah, I can just imagine them just being like, yeah, can you tell people about my club exploits? Say, go call me Big T and put me in the song, please. I'll give you see if I can knock a few years off the thing.
That's crazy.
I think that's a bit of an overreach for somebody, with if you make a living with creativity and there's no other regulation other than unless you're breaking a law about something you're saying or doing in your art, you can pretty much express yourself. Just because you're under state supervision, I guess, shouldn't be able to touch or censor your creativity. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much time he has and what freedom this allows him to get to accept these conditions. But I'd be like, man, let me serve my time so I can come out and just make everybody in the club get
No, I can't put out this "fuck the government" song until I get off my U.S. parole. But
yeah, from what I can tell, that's like the thing is that it's part of his rehabilitation, right? And if he's still making songs about bling blinging and gang violence, has he been rehabilitated? Has he?
Possibly, artist perspective. To me, it's perspective, man. Like if you can censor what somebody can express about themselves, you effectively control them.
Yeah.
It's not rehab to me, unless the rehab should happen when he's behind bars. I thought BG was released. Did he go back to prison?
I don't know the details other than this.
What's the violators thing?
According to this, I think it's a parole thing.
Yeah, I thought it was parole. So, I don't know. I don't like that.
That's a far reach.
I don't like that one. That'd be like telling a filmmaker, Spike Lee, listen, you're on parole. Every film you put out, you need to have us review the edits, make recommendations. At that point, it's not art. It's not something that somebody else can receive. It's propaganda,
Yeah.
That's my take.
That's crazy. And I mean, in essence, it's like the government is creating the art. Like they're just using him to, he's like the clay. He something's kind of formed, and it's like, no, do this, no, do that, and that ain't right.
Yeah, this is government approved music, literally.
Just what everybody wants.
Remember when Walmart used to sell the CDs with the cuss words? The cuss words taken out. That's like the clean version of every song.
Yep.
And D'Angelo's song "Shit Damn Motherfucker" was just an instrumental.
Yeah.
Holy
It does
crap.
just sound like the government trying to get in on this record label money.
Or enforcing what so many people already feel is that this is not real art. This is a problem. You're a problem. What you're singing about is a problem. You need to clean it up, and we're going to make sure that if you put it out, it's going to be cleaned up to our standards, which is
Which
yeah. I may not like it, but
Listen.
censor it.
We wouldn't have backed that ass up if the government was on Juvenile's ass like this back in the day. And we're gonna hear back that ass up probably to the rest of the end of the US.
We cut to a lawyer making his closing argument. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we've heard a lot today, but there's something I just want everyone to keep in mind as we go into deliberations on whether or not my client's lyrics should be under government purview. Back That Ass Up by Juvenile. Everyone remember that song? I know every single person on this jury would be backing that ass up if that song came on right now. And if this judge had to approve those lyrics, you would never get that song. You could say the same thing about the thong song. You could say the same thing about My Neck and My Back. The list goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, think about that as you go into deliberations. Thank you.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, he made a pretty compelling argument. I mean,
Your Honor, I would like to make my final.
he's not done. I thought we were done. Yeah.
I thought we were done too.
Yeah, okay.
I thought we were at deliberations. Is that not what happened?
Yeah, but okay, let's go back out.
Let's go back out there to the judge.
The other one wants to talk. Yeah.
Okay.
You see, Your Honor, I would like to take a look at Exhibit A, which is a song called "Nuck If You Buck." I have specifically seen with my judicious eyes many men get stomped out in the entertainment clubs with steel-toe boots to this song. As you can see in Exhibit B, that is the Timberland boot right there. Legendary boot stomping. A lot of men's chins felt the irons, the steel frame in his boot to a "Nuck If You Buck" song. I think those men and their mothers would have loved for a judge to speak on potentially slowing down the force of that song to so many brothers who have gotten their heads and buttocks stomped out in the club to this song. That's it. I just wanted to present that as a final piece of.
All right, jury. You can go back into deliberation now.
Okay, great. All right.
Yeah, more. That's the only bit of evidence he had the whole trial.
The whole time. Yeah, he didn't say anything the rest of the time.
Anything else. You just "nuck it if you buck." But
Yeah, I mean, they made some compelling arguments. I can't deny that. I was moved a little bit hearing them talk.
Yeah, I felt that. And so many parties I've been to, I know I broke it down and dropped it low to back that thing up. And if we didn't have that, that's like an anthem. It's like a summertime anthem.
It's like the national anthem. Everyone knows what to do when that song comes on. Like, we all do the same thing. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, the same with "Nuck As You Buck." I don't want the government. I don't want the government saying how much I can nuck or how much bucking is okay.
Yeah. I just bought a new pair of Timberlands, and they're going to get used. I have to use them.
Listen.
Otherwise, it's a bad investment. Yeah.
This is America. We've got the freedom to drop it and cause traumatic brain injuries if we like to music. And the government, I mean, the responsibility's on the dancer. on the
Right.
on the knucker and the bucker.
Mhm.
That's what the responsibility is, not on the
Yeah,
government.
I always say, if you don't want to get stomped out, don't leave your house. You know, that's
Exactly. You can
Mhm.
stay inside.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably unanimous with
Yeah.
two of us,
Yeah.
two persons
And
for government music.
This-
the rest of the jury called in sick.
He's just used that one song to make his
Mm.
point.
like,
Mm.
The list goes on.
yeah, that's a crazy thing though. Monetary or art, that's pretty crazy.
Yes,
Yeah, Chicken Joe.
we do. Chicken Joe, we got the freedom to drop it.
I have the freedom to drop it.
The whole point.
I want the government telling me how low I can drop it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the song telling me.
I think I read somebody's Twitter post that said trauma is like stored in the hips, and like hip movements and dancing movements that move, it like helps you work out the trauma. Except, the problem to that is, in these uh religious based societies where there's this prudence of don't move your body, and that's wanton and that's lewd, then there's the hold it all in, so there's just a lot of trauma stored up in the hips. And people who are dancing are just working it out. If they dropping it, if
Working it
they
out.
twerking, that's
Mm.
that's a trauma release. That's releasing stored trauma.
Twerking through trauma.
Working
Through trauma workshop or
Sandy's class she's teaching.
A new workshop. Yeah. New
Workshop.
8-part workshop.
in the hips and the butt. You need to move
move.
cheek,
Mhm.
right cheek. Good ladies. Work that trauma out.
All right. Now to the thing we were talking before, John. Do you want to talk about BET and the state of things? BET Awards. It started with the Donald Glover speech.
Yes. So yeah, I could kind of paraphrase. The question I wanted to ask about that is, since it just happened, is the Boondocks stated 20-something years ago that BET's mission was to destroy the Black community. And what I saw in the BET Music Awards was how close on the head were the Boondocks. Do I personally believe BET is a piece that is trying to destroy the community? Watching watching the music show, with my children in the house, it hit different than it did when I was a child. Every other act was a bunch of booty shaking, half-dressed women, murderous songs. You know what I mean? Like, and I just felt like, oh man, like I am a hypocrite, because when I was a child, this was cool, but to me, it just seems like it's just damaging. I had to steal my children away from all the twerking that was not happening for trauma reasons. This was like strip club stuff, and I don't know. I kind of wanted to hear y'all thoughts. What do y'all think about it? Overall, I know most of y'all haven't probably watched the music show, but do you think it's a value thing to have in the community, in the Black community? Is BET a value add? That's
a value add. Well, I think because it's in not really in response, but just an opportunity to celebrate Black music that may get overlooked in other award shows. So I see the value in that concept behind it, saying, hey, we're gonna get a chance to celebrate ourselves.
Also, so that the other award shows will know what to copy next time, and
know how to do it.
Yeah.
Know what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think like the caliber of the show is based on the caliber of the artist that you have at the time. Like if back in the day, if this was Luther and I don't know if it goes that far back, but maybe Luther and Prince and all of those type.
The BET Awards. Was he ever at the BET Awards?
Who
Luther
was who?
Van.
I don't know, but I'm just thinking back on those those types of artists when they were pretty big in the black music scene. Then yeah, this is like a treat, right? This is like, oh, we get to see so and so, and
Oh yeah, I forgot Will Smith did a gospel song.
Oh, talk about the redemption arc of this dude right here. He's yeah, let's stop there. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we could talk about the Will Smith.
Yeah. And where else but BET could he go after the Oscars have swiftly turned their back on him? Where else could he go? This is like the alternative school for musicians. When you're kicked out or you're not recognized at the major school, Hollywood, you get a chance to still get your diploma and get some accolades going to the altar.
Yeah,
right. Which is what Will Smith needs right now.
Right.
Can you just briefly describe the arc you were mentioning?
Oh no, I'm saying Will Smith. He went from well, you know what? I didn't take a poll of the black community, but there was all of the talk. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, some people were like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this was wrong. We didn't like what he did, whatever. And he sat quiet. You ain't hear nothing for a while. Then he started doing a couple of interviews. Then we get this big Bad Boy movie and the PR and that he's done to get that movie out there, get interest in it, have people like Will Smith's a good dude, he's cool. And then you're on BET, you get a big highlighted spot where you get to sing a song that that you haven't performed anywhere really before, and you perform it on stage like old Will Smith.
Right.
And
I heard Bad Boys 4 was good.
That's what I'm told.
So it's a nice swing for him. I don't feel no other kind of way either way about Will. I don't think there's nothing he could do to make me like him more than what he's already shown. But I will give him to him. He's very resilient, and I was pretty happy to see him fighting, bouncing back to redefine who he is in his place today, especially with all of the chaos that goes on in his personal life that we know.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And John, going back to your original question, I don't watch BET. I just don't. I just haven't. I can't tell you one show on BET that I've watched in 5 to 10 years. Why is that?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about anything good on BET in that long. People I know don't talk about BET content. The things I watch don't talk about BET content. I don't get ads about BET content. Is Power Book on there? I know Power Book's a thing.
See,
I don't know anything about Power Book.
That's why you in that Donald Glover vein. See, if you were an artist making content, and then you like, how come BET ain't recognize me? You don't even watch you don't even research their program. They got a whole streaming channel just with their content. I don't watch it either, but I probably wouldn't say what you said. I probably wouldn't say what you said though, because if BET,
I can tell you what's on BET without ever going on BET.
What?
It's gonna be Tyler Perry movies, his plays. It's gonna probably be Set It Off on there. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Meet the Browns is on there. I could,
Meet the.
I ain't got to go on there to know that's on there.
I think Tyler.
Okay, I'm looking up the. I put up the schedule. for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, Tyler Perry's Temptation.
Oh my God.
Confession of a Marriage Counselor. That's 3 hours,
That's
and
a
then
movie.
midnight. Yeah, it's a movie.
Mhm.
Midnight to 3 a.m. is just a Martin marathon.
Martin.
Ooh, okay.
And then at 3, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns.
Okay.
And that goes on till 5. And then there's 4 episodes back. So yeah, John, you're right.
Yeah, if you're going right now,
Yeah.
it's a Tyler Perry movie.
That has gotta be.
You're right.
Any
I
given
didn't
moment.
think about
Yeah,
Martin,
yes.
but yeah, Martin.
I don't know how they got Martin in syndication. That's wild. That's a win for
Yeah.
BT, I guess. Even though it's from the
It's
midnight to
winning.
3.
Midnight to 3. Yeah, the coveted midnight to 3 slot.
Y'all go. Listen, BT was the alternative to MTV, so that just like the BT Awards, it was where you could watch black videos, black music videos.
Yes.
So that's how they
Yes.
got us, right?
There what?
Tell,
Not telling the
Tell us
truth.
the secret part.
That's in secrets. In secrets.
All right, here's the secret.
yes.
There was a time where I did watch BET.
Yeah.
It was one of the things in rotation. I'd watch music videos on there. I'd watch Comic View on there. Those were really the main two things. News sometimes.
Yeah, but you're right.
Stop telling the secret again.
And then I mean, just like MTV, they got into other programming and other content, and so we're like, okay. Like I can't tell you when I watched MTV.
Yeah, I can't.
Like for real either, So
I can tell you when I stopped watching it was when they started playing Jackass a lot. That's when I stopped. I wasn't a part of the whole Jackass movement, man. I felt the TV was. I thought it was like anything goes after Jackass. Like what else? And then used to, just like BET, half of the programming would be Jackass reruns. So.
See? And why didn't BET have like a black Jackass? Like we ain't have no like equivalent, right?
We should have.
But we don't like people who play too much.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they're called. They're called quit playing.
We quit playing.
You play too much. There's a bunch of dudes going around.
Quit playing. You play too much.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dudes who are about to start doing a stunt, and someone's like, "Man, quit playing." And they're like, "Man, you right."
Oh, playing up in here.
I'm playing.
Who doesn't like it?
We cut to the head of BET's office. So guys, I'm not really understanding this show. Could you explain it to me one more time? It just sounds like a bunch of guys doing some like weird pranks and stuff.
Pranks, yep. Do weird pranks. Like I got one where I take my boy Antoine's sticker off his car, his inspection sticker, and then like he drives around to like within his neighborhood. The cops pull him over, like he gets a ticket, right? And then like he's all upset because it's gonna cost him money. You got to go to court, and then we come out, we like, ha, got you. But right before we say we got you, we got the you play too much crew. And they come out and like quit all of that, and they snatch the ticket out of my hand. They put it back on his windshield, and they're like, "Quit playing, you play too much."
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, that's a great example. Another example is like when my girl Tandy here, I dropped a firearm into her purse without her looking. I already had scraped the serial numbers off of it, threw it in the bottom of her purse. She got a big purse, a bunch of stuff in it, probably a bunch of stuff. Then I made an anonymous call to the police so she get pulled over. Tell you she has an illegal weapon on her, and they find it. And then as they got her handcuffed on the car, our quit playing crew pops out and say, "Quit playing," and they take that firearm and they throw it into the bayou and they get her handcuffed.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that sounds pretty intense.
We just playing.
No, we just
playing.
Just pranks. Why can't your station have a prank show? That other station, these boys are like slapping their mamas and lighting the house on fire. I mean,
we never do that.
No,
nah.
we ain't going that far.
Except for my prank that I was gonna do was,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we over at Tandy's house. She's making some of that gumbo,
Mm.
and you know, I tell her, you know, this is so good. I want to slap your mama,
Mhm.
and I call her mama over there, and right as I'm getting ready to like just powder my hand and just go across her face, you know, the Quit Playing crew come out. You know, they say, man, quit playing. Don't even nobody smacking nobody mom up in here.
Oh.
You know,
Mhm.
but we sell it real good. Like I grab her mom up like this, and I'm like this for about 30 seconds. You know,
Right.
shaking her a little bit, make
Yeah,
it.
my mama's old. She's 80. It'll really look good.
Okay.
But you know, we'll do it. The Quit Playing crew come out.
Yeah.
Just you know, little people, little anxiety, but really it's fun.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And I see here that the Quit Playing crew is about 50 people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yes. It looks like it's the biggest expense you wrote down on this
right
on this chart.
Well, yeah, we comprise that group of church deacons, church ushers, a family reunion group, and a couple of retired principals, and some security guards.
Yeah, and a
not
few
police.
bouncers.
Yeah,
No police.
Yeah, no police.
No police.
Okay.
But you know, it's just good to have representation in the group. You know, and diversity. That's what we're all about at the BET, right?
Yeah,
representation.
Yeah, you know what? I like you guys, so
yeah,
I'm gonna give you a shot. Okay.
Yes.
And that's good.
That sound good?
Yeah, and it's also good because if you didn't, we have your family tied hostage back up in our hideout, just in case you were gonna say no.
Wife, kids, and everybody.
See these pictures right there.
Kids and everybody. The pictures. Look at that. Look at that.
Tied up.
Tied up.
My wife is answering the phone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She don't got that on her.
Her hands are tied too.
Is this serious? You guys really kidnapped my family to make me buy you a show?
It depends. Did you buy our show?
Why 50 people got to say because you can't, because one person is saying it, you just a stick in the mud. But if everybody says it, like they do play too much. Stop playing.
Yeah, they're even the what they call extras.
Could you imagine like a flash mob that just like blur, like if someone's about to be arrested and then like 50 people hop out and just run all up in front of him between the cop and the suspect. And by the time they all clear, they're gone.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
That would.
Police be like,
what the heck?
Yeah. That person's gone.
Play too much. Yeah, BET, explore that. We need a black prank show.
Yeah, you do.
We need a little bit of that.
Yeah, haven't watched in years. So I guess our homework assignment is for us to watch some BET. Probably not Tyler Perry. Just probably not Martin.
Yeah,
we all see Martin. We don't need to watch Martin.
Okay.
Something.
Well, Celebrity Family Feud is on in the morning, so
so you get a little Steve Harvey.
You can watch that while you're getting ready.
Okay.
I don't know. They had a BET Her, so they did have a channel that they do have a channel that caters to black women and their interests. And they used to have morning videos, like old school R&B, neo soul type of stuff, and then you get into like a couple of hours of Girlfriends and some reruns and whatnot, and some like the Black Hallmark movies. I know I've talked about that before, but like their version of Hallmark movies. Yeah, but we should watch more BET so we won't be like Donald Glover. So when they start like saying we need to find like a black improv group to highlight as we're getting out of this programming and we want to go into improv unscripted comedies. No, we want to be recognized. We want to know
Who are they going to turn to? Wayne Brady?
Yes, they will.
Guys hosting singing shows now. He ain't doing improv anymore.
I'm just
saying. Turn to us.
I'm saying. So some of the so Donald Glover was lamenting not receiving an award, but he presented an award and he performed on this award show. And somebody was saying he and Tyler the Creator, like, they don't make content for Black people. Like,
what?
They're like, why they get mad that the Black TV station doesn't recognize them? They don't make content for Black people.
I disagree. I think they make music for a Black experience and maybe a few other experiences. I don't think it's just because it ain't ratchet.
Ooh, he said it. Everybody was thinking it, but he said
comments. What are the comments in the chat?
or booty shaking music. Or murder music, then it ain't Black.
But how could they say that after Atlanta? I mean, how could what?
Well, so a lot of people still haven't seen Atlanta, and some people I don't think really my opinion, I don't think some people get how layered Atlanta is either. Yeah, when I still talk to some people who are like, "Oh, I haven't seen Atlanta," and I'm like, "How could you have not seen Atlanta? It's one of the best Black comedy shows I've seen." It's just not. It's not a spoon-fed show. You really have to watch it. Otherwise, BET should have Atlanta syndicated on their channel.
Exactly.
Instead of Meet the fucking Browns.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm laughing at that other than my 87-year-old grandma. Don't get me wrong, that's cool, but
came off. But yeah.
And on that note, just a fun fact, that show, The Neighborhood, on their 6th season.
Oh, The Neighborhood,
Cedric.
With Cedric, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a CBS show. But I'm just saying, how can you? I don't know. I mean, those types of arguments, like, oh, it's not, they don't make Black content. Like, they Black people. What do you mean?
It's like saying Prince didn't make music for Black people.
Right. And Donald sang a whole song in a falsetto. Who else is? Hey, well, I mean, come on. Who was that for?
Right. And was a funk. It's funk inspired, which was very
How?
And on the Atlanta note, like, going back to a discussion we had way back in the day about Black movies, like, how many Black people does it take to Black? Can you have 4 Black protagonists in a show and for it not to be a Black show? Like, I can't think of one example where you'd have 4 Black people starring in a show and it's not considered a Black show.
Not Black content. That's crazy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think some people just have a very narrow opinion of what a Black show thing experience can be, and just forget about the rest of the world, and just things outside of their lane. There's so much that is, Black that we don't even know about, that we don't experience, that we aren't a part of, and we might see it one day and it's something that blows our minds or something a bit different. It doesn't mean it's not Black because it's it's outside of what some people are used to.
Yeah.
We cut to 4 horses having a meeting. I'm glad you guys can make it. I'm glad you guys can make it look.
Cool.
Yeah. I've been these secrets have been weighing on my brain. I feel like people have a really narrow perspective on what horses can do. Right?
Yeah.
For years, they would ride us and stampede us. And now they're having this whole dirty little secrets. I'm more than that. I'm more than just a vessel for secrets that you can ride. I'm coming out with an album. I've been writing music. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be the first to admit, some of my lyrics are a little raunchy, and but I want to put them out there. I just want to know if I do, and I get blowback. Will you guys have my back?
Of course.
Yeah,
I
of course.
wouldn't let you stand out there and take that from people and not support you. Yeah, so much trauma that we've endured as horses is stored in our manes. Okay. And everybody's like, oh, they're so beautiful and they want to brush us and that. But there's trauma in there. So if things happen, right, we're just gonna shake our heads and shake those manes and get that. You got any songs about shaking your mane?
Yeah, well, one of my songs that I think is gonna be a hit. It's called "Grab My Mane."
Oh,
and, it's about yeah. Sometimes you just got to grab that mane, and I want to tell all them girl horses out there to grab my mane. I'm gonna grab their mane and to shake that horse ass as much as they can. Kick them horse legs as high as you can. And it sounds like I'm making music for horses, but it's bigger than that. I want other people to hear it.
No, I feel like that's something that everyone can relate to, right? Whether you're a horse or not, right? Like a lion could relate to that,
Yeah.
Oh yes, exactly. A donkey, a zebra,
a zebra.
Let's do something for our zebra brothers.
Exactly. You ever seen the back of a zebra? They got cake back there. They be zebra cakes back there. You think that's just a pastry? That came from a real thing. And I'm gonna have those zebras
like that. That's smart, man.
That's a whole nother. Yeah.
That's actually one of my other songs, Zebra Cakes.
Zebra Cakes? Oh.
Zebra Cakes. Okay.
Wow.
For the zebras.
I can get down with that.
I'm just glad you guys have my back. Because, sometimes based on the lyrics, I could go to court or something. I just call you guys up to the witness stand.
I hope not. I mean, we all do work for Walmart. We know how they are about us having side jobs.
Yeah.
That's why we're all going to keep this a secret, right? Until I release. I'm going to release under a pseudonym, and then eventually I'll let the world know who I am.
I'm so glad that we're still well, I think they value our secret keeping a lot more at I'm at Amazon now. A lot of yeah Amazon. They were okay with us just kind of running free. There was a lot of corralling over at the Walmart space, but Amazon was like, hey, go get out there, right?
Wow.
Share your secrets with the right people. And that's a skill that I've learned over time. But yeah, but if I'm ever called into court, definitely got your back.
Yeah, I mean, Antoine, I got your back. I'm currently in between jobs. I was, let go of my last job because I was giving somebody advice on special tricks to let, lady horses really blow their mind. Kind of got to spit on that thing, and a couple people heard me, and I got kicked out of the company. So you need anybody to come support you, I'm here all day, just hanging out here with the other mayors.
We cut to farm court, Your Honor. What can I say about a horse who just wants to express himself? We all know that trauma is stored in the mane. And this young horse has tapped into that trauma with his hits like grab your mane, girl, I'm grabbing your mane, grab my mane, and zebra cakes. He deserves to have the level of expression that he's earned so far. And I rest my case, jury.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that was a compelling argument for
that was. I didn't expect it to be that compelling for a trial battle for farm court.
Yeah, farm. Yeah, I figured farm court was just going to be us sitting around being bored, but it was an actually very moving, intense case.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would listen to Zebra Cakes on the way here. I didn't realize it was going to be part of this case.
Oh wait, don't tell me any secrets in here. It's a thing. That was a secret, right?
Yeah. Why can't I tell you secrets? Why not? No.
Oh,
And that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody.
Zebra cake.
For John, for me, for Tatum, for myself, we're gonna get out of here. We do this every first and third Tuesday of each month, 9:00 p.m. CST. Until then.